Jabari's college journey. It felt like phase one of my life was finally complete. I had put up a fight, stood up for the right thing for my future, and I actually won. For once, it felt like the world wasn't as messed up as I always thought it was. Even though I was overwhelmed for a moment, reality came rushing back. I got accepted to college and I'm starting in 2 weeks. But then the questions started flooding my mind. Where am I going to stay? How will I afford to go to school every day? What about food? Clothes? I started to wonder if I was in over my head. Maybe I was, but maybe that's just what chasing a dream feels like. I was born in Manchester, the same parish where the college is, and I remembered I still had a few family members there. So I spoke with my mother, hoping we could find some help. She made a few calls, reaching out to whoever might listen. Eventually, someone answered. It was a woman I had stayed with years ago when I was younger. My mother always said she treated me badly, unfairly, and I remembered that too. But out of everyone we contacted, she was the only one who said yes. She was the only one willing to take me in. It wasn't ideal, but it was the only option I had, and I took it. I gathered all I had, packed my little belongings, and started preparing to step into this new chapter. The school uniform was navy blue pants and a white short-sleeved dress shirt. I already had 3 shirts, but the pants were a problem. Luckily, I had an old friend from church, an elderly man I always reasoned with, someone who believed in me. He offered me 2 pairs of pants, knowing full well they didn't fit me, but that's the kind of heart he had. I brought them to a tailor and got them adjusted just right. By the time I got everything together and left for Manchester, I was already 2 days late for classes, but I was on my way. I had made it barely, but I made it. My first day at college was on a Wednesday. By then, everyone had already introduced themselves and started getting familiar with each other. So when I walked in, I was the only one who stood out, the late one, the new kid, the stranger. I paused at the door, nervous but trying to hold myself together. "Good morning, sir," the lecturer greeted me, noticing me standing at the entrance. "Good morning, everyone," I replied, my voice a little shaky but respectful. I apologized for missing the first few days and for being late. The lecturer nodded understandingly and then said, "Everyone already introduced themselves and shared a little about who they are, so now it's your turn." All eyes were on me. I took a breath, stepped forward, a little shy, but I spoke up. "Good morning again, everyone. My name is Jabari Galloway. The girls can call me Jay and the man dem call me J-Skull." A few chuckles broke the tension. I smiled. "I'm humble, ambitious, and a very determined person. I'm here to study to become a future architect." The class was organized into groups, so I had to pick one to sit in. And I guess that's how you figure out who your friends will be here. I sat down, observed, introduced myself quietly again, and I found my spot. Despite being late, that first day turned out great. I picked my friends, felt a little more settled, and by the next morning, I knew where to go. I knew where my company was. My first time going to college, my first semester, my first real experience was great. I met a lot of people, learned a lot, and I had a lot of fun. One thing I'll always remember and miss dearly: the college parties. One thing about college parties, that's when you truly realize you're no longer a minor. There's no one there to parent you, no one to say go home or you've had enough. The parties were wild, intense, and full of energy. And while they were fun, they were also a big distraction. For many of us, it pulled focus away from the real reason we were there, our studies. At one point, I got caught up in the college lifestyle, the fun, the freedom, the constant vibe. I lost focus. I forgot the main reason I was even there. Because of that, I started falling back in my studies. I began missing classes or showing up late for no real reason at all. Just vibes. No discipline. No structure. My assignments were going in late, and some were incomplete. Most of my classmates had someone around. A parent, a sibling, a mentor, someone checking on them, reminding them why they came to college in the first place. Me, I only had my mother, and even she could only call now and then to check if I was okay. I appreciated her, but sometimes it didn't feel like enough. I was on my own, trying to keep it together but slowly slipping. When the first semester ended and GPA results came out, I got a 3. Not bad, but not good enough, especially compared to most of the friends I had been hanging out with. They all did better than me, and I knew exactly why. I had let myself drift. I had lost control. So I made a promise to myself. At the beginning of second semester, I will get serious.